towel, sir.
Thank you, James. Lovely as always.
(3,800 meters below, where light dies and history begins to dissolve. The unsinkable ship is being eaten alive by an invisible predator. Even the massive anchors, designed to hold 50,000 tons, are crumbling.
Heave, lads! Steady now, lower away! Hooray! Well done, boys, that's the way!
Meet Halomonas titanicae, a bacteria that thrives on a diet of pure Edwardian steel. The wood is gone, consumed by deep-sea organisms, leaving only a skeletal remains.
Truly a magnificent vessel. I trust you are enjoying the voyage.
Immensely. The service is impeccable.
The bridge, where the final orders were given, now surrendered to the rust.
Full ahead. Let the world see what she can do.
The Grand Staircase. Once a masterpiece of wood and glass, now a gateway to the abyss.
Welcome, darling.
The journey has been divine.
And this ship, an absolute marvel.
Champagne, sir?
Ah, yes, thank you.
What took years to build, nature reclaims in seconds. The private sanctuaries of the world's richest men, now a playground for microbes. The private sanctuaries of the world's richest men, now a playground for microbes. A labyrinth of decay. One wrong move, and the abyssal eye could be trapped forever.
Your tea, Mr. the First Class Passenger.
The Ritz, where the elite dined in luxury, now a banquet hall for the abyss. Even the finest silver is not immune to the relentless hunger of the deep. In the third class, the decay is even faster. The dreams of hundreds, now just silt and rust. The bacteria doesn't care about dreams. It only cares about the iron that holds them together.
The Marconi Room, the voice of the Titanic, now silenced by a century of corrosion.
CQD. Distress signal. From the ship's call sign. We are experiencing critical conditions.
The very instrument that called for help is now being consumed by the ocean it tried to defeat. The hull is failing. The structural integrity of the Titanic is reaching its breaking point. This is the final resting place of the stern section of the Titanic. Corroded, silent, consumed by the abyss.
Keep shoveling! Fuel the fires! Turn the bell! More coal! We need speed!
The engines that once powered a dream are now being digested by the ocean's smallest inhabitants. Belfast, the city where she was born, now a fading memory on a crumbling hull.
Godspeed, Titanic! A true queen of the ocean!
to new adventures.
The ocean is erasing her name, letter by letter. A giant of the past, slowly dissolving into the darkness of the future.
From golden bubbles to orange decay, the cycle of the Titanic is almost complete.
Boiler Room 6, the very spot where the iceberg delivered its fatal blow.
Shut the dampers! Keep the pumps running! We have the hole! For God's sake, keep the pressure!
Steel mass loss, 85%. The structure is so fragile that even the ROV's wake can trigger a collapse.
AI analysis confirms the bacteria is targeting the very stress points created by the iceberg.
The swimming pool, still full of water, but now it's the water of the abyss. The bacteria is dissolving the very glue that holds the Titanic's beauty together. A child's shoe, a haunting reminder of the lives that ended here.
Look, Mama, it's sparkling! I know, my love. Isn't it beautiful? Hold my hand.
The Renault, a symbol of wealth and status, now a skeleton in
Hoist her up, steady now.
Watch the ropes, lads.
Lower slowly.
Check the bumpers.
All secure, well done.
The bacteria is reclaiming the steel, turning a masterpiece into dust. Vintage 1912. A toast to a world that no longer exists.
A fine Bordeaux for your evening, sir.
7 million pieces of mail. 7 million stories lost to the deep.
Look at this one, from a child.
It's lovely. Make sure it gets there safe.
As the bacteria is erasing the last words of love, one molecule at a time. The Turkish bath, an exotic paradise, now a breeding ground for the Halomonas.
Your towel, sir. Thank you, James. Lovely as always.
The bacteria is blind to art. It only sees the minerals it needs to survive. A lamp that once lit a paradise, now extinguished by the weight of the ocean. The gym, a place of strength and vitality, now surrendered to the slow decay of the deep.
Keep steady now, maintain the pace. Excellent work, everyone. Splendid effort.
The machines of health are now being consumed by the agents of decay. A punching bag, a silent witness to the strength that once filled this room.
I say, what a hook! 5 pounds on the redhead. Bravo! Finish him off!
The propellers, once the driving force of a dream, now anchored in the silt of eternity. Even the strongest alloys are no match for the microscopic hunger of the abyss. A chain that once held the weight of a giant, now breaking under its own rust. the debris field. A silent museum of broken lives and forgotten treasures. A porcelain doll. A frozen smile in a world of eternal darkness.
Look, the ocean!
Up you go! What a beautiful view!
The bacteria consumes the fabric of memory, leaving only the cold porcelain behind. In the end, the ocean claims everything, even the smallest traces of who we were. The D-Deck reception. Once the grand entrance for the world's elite, now a hall of shadows.
The ship is quite marvelous, isn't it?
Truly, it exceeds all expectations.
Let us toast to a magnificent voyage.
The pillars of society are now the feast of the Halomonas. A fragment of light, buried in a century of darkness. The dining saloon, where the world's most powerful people feasted, now a banquet for the abyss.
To our journey.
To our journey!
Cheers!
Cheers!
Even the finest silver is not immune to the relentless hunger of the deep.
Vintage 1912. A toast to a world that no longer exists.
To us, to us. Cheers.
The galley, where thousands of meals were prepared daily, now a kitchen for the microbes.
Faster! The first class is waiting.
Even the strongest alloys are no match for the microscopic hunger of the abyss.
Fine bone china. A fragile survivor in a world of crushing pressure.
Your dinner is served, madam.
The cooling room, an exotic paradise, now a breeding ground for the Halomonas.
Good evening, gentlemen. Warm towels?
Just what I needed. Thank you, steward.
The bacteria is blind to art. It only sees the minerals it needs to survive. A faucet that once poured refreshing water, now choked by the silt of eternity. Honor and glory crowning time. The clock has stopped, and the wood has returned to the earth. Time has no meaning to the Halomonas. Only the iron matters. A piece of glory, now just a shadow in the silt.
Captain Smith's cabin. The bathtub remains, a silent witness to the man who went down with his ship.
A perfect night for a maiden voyage.
The bacteria is erasing the last traces of the captain's private world. A personal kit. A daily routine frozen in time, 3,800 meters down. The Marconi room. A web of silent wires, once the only link to the world above.
Distress_signal. We are experiencing critical conditions.
The wires of hope are now the food of the abyss. The spring of the final call. a silent witness to the last moments of the Titanic.
Carpathia is coming.
Hold on.
The breakpoint, where the Titanic's heart was torn in two by the weight of the ocean.
The bacteria is finishing what the ocean started, erasing the scars of the disaster. A girder that once held the weight of a giant, now breaking under its own rust.
All hands, secure the line. Easy, easy, let it down. Now! Lock it in.
In the stern, the weight of the ocean has crushed dreams into thin sheets of rusted steel.
Someday, this photo will be in a grand house.
Here, to the future.
The bacteria is erasing the last physical evidence of the people who once called this ship home. 2:20 a.m. The exact moment time stood still for the Titanic. The bacteria is blind to gold. It only seeks the iron that once powered the heartbeat of time. A shoe. A silent witness to the final steps taken on this deck. The engines. Once the heartbeat of the world's largest ship, now a silent monument to decay.
Keep us steady, lads. Max pressure on all boilers. Watch the crankshaft, speed's increasing.
The engines that once powered a dream are now being digested by the ocean's smallest inhabitants. The engines that once powered a dream are now being digested by the ocean's smallest inhabitants. The engines that once powered a dream are now being digested by the ocean's smallest inhabitants. The captain's safe. A locked vault of secrets, guarded by the pressure of the deep. The bacteria is slowly unlocking the safe, one molecule at a time. A fragment of light, buried in a century of darkness.
The bacteria is blind to beauty. It only sees the minerals it needs to survive.
The final command. Stop. A message frozen in bronze for over a century.
Full astern! Stop the engines! Now!
The bacteria is erasing the last traces of the orders that could have saved her. The Titanic is bleeding. These rusticles are the lifeblood of a dying giant.
Line them up, lads. Drive them home. Steam up. Next plate. Solid, boys. She's solid. Move it. Hit her hard.
One by one, the rivets are failing. The very things that held her together are now her undoing. Vintage 1912. A toast to a world that no longer exists.
To our good fortune and a safe voyage. Cheers.
The bacteria consumes the seal of time, letting the ocean reclaim the last vintage of 1912.
A piano leg. A silent witness to the music that played until the very end.
Here am I, God, to thee.
bacteria is silencing the music, one string at a time, a giant of the past, slowly dissolving into the darkness of the future.
By 2050, the Titanic will be nothing more than a rust stain on the ocean floor.
From dust she came, and to dust she shall return. The Titanic is gone, but her story will echo in the abyss forever. The end is near. The Titanic is gone, but her story will echo in the abyss forever.